We got a different lineup this morning. T-Rex is not joining us. We have to do this and bring the energy level up to a T-Rex pace by ourselves, Steve. So come on over to the door. And you can jump up against the door and bark 3 times. That would be really great. Ready? Roof, 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 and out. Just doesn't have the same energy, does it? Where is T-Rex? I assure you, he's very comfortable sleeping in with Anna this morning. Steve's like, okay, it's just you and me. I'm just gonna take my little old time. What a pretty morning. Alto cumulus. Song sparrows that started, I think I heard a sparrow before 4 a.m. this morning. Nice 45 degrees. The atmosphere decoupled last night. What that means is the flow up in the sky is up in the sky, and the more dense, colder air under a nice high pressure system settled down to the lower elevations with radiational cooling and an inversion. As soon as the sun gets higher in the sky, it'll mix the atmosphere and it'll start getting breezy. Got to get the wind direction right to get the forecast right. Well, the high pressure system's up there, going that way. And so the air is probably going to come in from the east for a time. And then as the high gets south of us, the air should come in from the southeast and then south and then southwest. Timing these wind shifts is always a challenge. Hey, TK, good morning. In our deceased Alberta spruce, now just standing there hosting birds. Steve, come on out. Audience needs more participation from the Maine Coon cat. So yeah, you can see those clouds are moving right along. Well, if you have the patience, and if I have the patience. This is what I used to do when I was a little kid. I would just stare up at the sky, and I'd use my finger if I didn't have a tree or a branch, and I would just see which way the clouds are going. And the clouds are going from west to east up in the sky. So then you got to look west to see what's going on. But first, I want to show the surface regional temperature roundup from 6 a.m. Sun came up at 5:40. And we had a frosty start this morning in the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont at 27 degrees. Several stations, looks like Island Pond, Whitefield, New Hampshire, and over to Berlin, New Hampshire. And even 37 this morning in New Bedford, Massachusetts. So not quite frosty in southern New England, but this nice, cool, high pressure system. Hear the birds singing. Taking a look at a dog outrunning its human. I think the dog has the ball, and the human wants to get the ball and throw the ball. There's one dog. So we got a dog in there anyway. And we'll see T-Rex in a short time. T-Rex is going to fill in more. And I got to speed up. I got a lot of things to do today. Tide is still outgoing. There have been some wholesale changes in the forecast. Oh my goodness, it's so different. All right, there's the low tide, very low tide. A lot of work here yesterday. We'll talk more about that. The radar this morning shows almost like triple flow. We get a little strip up near Minnesota with some rain. Oh yeah, song sparrow. Colorado's got a speck of snow, cold air in the Rockies. And last night, severe weather from Texas to Louisiana. No severe storms on there right now. And then you got another circulation right over the Mississippi River, south of the Great Lakes. So elements of energy coming at us from the west, and then the southwest, and then the north, and then the east over the next week. I almost can't believe. I guess the best news is the weekend forecast for at least the Boston area. Here is the Boston meteogram from weather.us using the GFS model. It shows a couple of clouds coming in with a warm front, and then gets breezy from the south and southwest and really gusty tomorrow night into Saturday. But look at that Saturday with just sunshine and a temperature of 75 to 80, fairly windy. This is the most optimistic model. And then on Sunday, the wind starts coming around, and then it shifts back to northeast on a dime Sunday night. And then look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, chilly and off and on rain. This is so different. That's a wholesale change in the pattern. We'll see if that verifies. For the short term, I'll just show you the map for this afternoon, which I actually didn't look at, but I would assume that there's a warm front on our doorstep with high pressure to our east, so thickening clouds. Nice day for the most part. Oh, I just heard a meow. I heard a meow. Steve, how did you go around, up, and over all this stuff? All right, you're free. Come on. Let's walk the cat. Steve, let's go to the edge. Yeah. So this is organic mesh. It's supposed to help the lawn grow, and you can see the grass pushing the mesh up right there. Got to do a lot of watering, but Mother Nature says, well, GFS says Mother Nature's going to do the watering for us. First, though, we'll use the NAM high res to try and time out today's weather. Mostly dry until this afternoon. You see a few specks showing up, moving from west to east. Those are showers with a possible thunderstorm. And most of us not getting much, but where it does rain, it can rain pretty hard. You see the 552 to the 5. I don't see the 558, but I don't see the 564, which is the number to get to 80 degrees. And then tomorrow, also scattered showers and thunderstorms, mostly going across central and northern New England for the most part. And this takes us out to now 2 p.m. on Saturday, whereas southern New England, for the most part, is in the warm sector. And northern New England, it looks a lot better on this than it does on the GFS. Northern New England, showers and thunderstorms. The front's going to stall. We're going to have a stationary front stalled over us starting tomorrow, and it's going to be here probably for a week, really. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the ski areas. May Day, it's the first day of May. Didn't I even say that? It's May 1st, and look at Superstar Trail at Killington. No snow on it. When's the last time that happened? It's because they're redoing the lift there at Superstar, so they knew they weren't going to try and keep it open. But the Canyon Quad is running in the K1 gondola. You can still run out all the way to 1K, all the way out to K1. Thank you, Ryan in Vermont, for letting us know that it's still top to bottom at Killington, at least the last couple days. And one other area that I know of that's open, I think these are the only two, Jay Peak, and on the left there, the Jet Trail is covered in snow and still has another week or two. I'm not sure if the lifts are going to go through the midweek, but Jet Trail. What's that, Steve? Steve just saw something go by. So there is still snow skiing, but we're heading in the opposite direction. GFS, get to it, Tim. GFS shows us tomorrow there was supposed to be a 510 or a 504 thickness north of New England. No way. It's nowhere near what it showed a week ago. These 5 to 10 day forecasts are just almost useless. And I used to think we could outguess the models, but if we don't see consistency in the models. Anyhow, there's Saturday, and the cold air is kind of in the northern Great Lakes and in Canada, but we have a front in northern and New England on Saturday with heavy rain and downpours, and southern New England would be dry and windy and close to 80, sort of how it was 2 Saturdays ago when we were getting soaked up at Stowe and it was beautiful in Boston. So that's how Saturday looks now. The front's kind of, it's hard to discern the front, but high pressure to our south is going to win out the first part of the weekend, and then the front's going to settle south on Sunday. And now you have upper level low forming over Kentucky, it looks like, and you've got overrunning situation here in New England, and that rain is going to press south on Sunday. And then the wheels really come off the wagon here, completely different. Can't believe my eyes. For Monday, we've got almost a tropical looking band of moisture coming into southern New England, and a low forming, not a very strong low, but You have a 1030 something high coming into southeastern Canada. So we were talking about dry weather Monday, Tuesday in southern New England before, but that's not there anymore because we've got an upper level low to the south and we've got a surface high to the north. And all of a sudden it looks like a little nor'easter here on Tuesday into Wednesday. Look at that kind of J or T shaped to the precipitation. That's the cold air pressing south and the warm air trying to come north. And the battle zone is southern New England. And the 540 line is nowhere in sight, but we do have the 546 coming at us from the southwest. That's an upper level cool pool at 500 millibars. The steering current, instead of going from west to east, is going around and around. And so those spokes of rain come around and around, and it's raining inches of rain, if this is right. But it's so different from yesterday, except for the fact that we have that cooler air building in southeastern Canada and the overrunning happening in southern New England. That did look like it was going to happen, but not to this extent. Still going Thursday. Friday, Friday, May 9th, next week. Yesterday I said the 540 was over Nantucket. Nowhere near. Nope. 552, and that's lifting out. So there's no snow in the forecast anywhere in New England in the next 7 days, which is so different because the last couple runs we did have snow, and now this takes us out to next Saturday. And oh my goodness, look at that. Next Saturday, it looks gorgeous. We have high pressure over us, 552, 558 thickness. That would be sunshine in the 70s on a Saturday for all of New England. That would be the best Saturday for all of New England we've had in weeks, maybe of the year. Okay, QPF, how much rain? Hit or miss rains pretty much almost every day. I'm starting late today. Here's the GFS, lower 48. Going forward, tomorrow, specs, and then really Saturday, start getting the rain coming at us. And you see that line forming now from the Great Lakes into northern New England. That's the cooler air trying to press south. Warmer air is overriding it. And then that surface low near Long Island and the upper level low coming over us and getting stalled here on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, May 9th, and then Saturday, May 10th. It's 240 hours, and we have a lot of yellow in there. Reds are 2 inches, yellows are 4 to 6 inches. So 2 to 4 inches of rain in the next 7 days is the forecast, including southern New England, in this new forecast that looks so different than yesterday. And out 240 hours to May 10th, Texas, Louisiana, and New England getting the heaviest rain. Texas and Louisiana looks more like 5 to 10 inches of rain. Some more huge hail. There's a snowstorm going to go in Colorado, and maybe I'll talk more about that tomorrow. We'll see if there's any consistency to this guidance because that is so different for next week, but that's great news for nice Saturdays. All right, so where are we going? Oh, Steve's caught on Steve's rock. I probably could have let him out without the line, but Steve, he likes to go on walkabout. All right, Steve, you're free again. So where is T-Rex? We're going to see a lot of T-Rex in the end more. Yesterday, he was making friends with the workers out here in the backyard, and then we went on a road trip. We went to Cape Cod, and T-Rex is in a happy place down there in South Dennis. And we are flying off to, well, here's a hint. Here's the meteogram for Louisville, Kentucky. And the same weather system that's going to impact New England next week is impacting Louisville, Kentucky, and Churchill Downs this weekend. Showers and thunderstorms in the 70s today, tomorrow, and then Saturday, getting into the cooler air in the 60s with off and on rain, maybe a break of sunshine right around 6 p.m. Anything going on at 6 p.m. at Churchill Downs in Kentucky on Saturday. And then look at that on Sunday, temperatures going down. Then Monday, Tuesday in the 40s and raining in Kentucky. And that's the weather system coming north to New England. All right, I got to get to the airport. Hopefully I left myself enough time to edit. It's about 6 in the morning. Nice to get out before the workers. So peaceful in the morning. So my voice is probably the loudest thing in North Weymouth this morning. All right, so here's the Enmore, our adventures from yesterday in a travel. And thank you very much, Anna and Larissa, for Showing Rex all the love. All right, talk to you. Here's the end more. Oh, Rex just charged out the door. I think we forgot about Steve. Where are you going, Rex? So it's noontime. Beautiful day. Steve, ready to go in? Steve, come over here for a second. Let's check out what's going on down the hill. Jim is taking it to another level. He's trying to come up the hill a little bit with get the loam as far up as he can. Prep for hide proceeding with Paul. Oh, there's Rex and Steve. So that's T-Rex. That's Steve. Rex, come over here. Say hello. Come here.
What's up, buddy? What's up, cutie? Hi, dude. You got my life. Hi, bud. Cutie.
Jim's like, hey guys, don't fall. Jim is very careful. He doesn't want us getting hurt. We appreciate that. Look at that reach. The long arm of the cat. Caterpillar. Ah, thanks. You like that? All right, Steve. You gonna do your best cow imitation here?
What's over there, T-Rex? What's over there, buddy? Hey, you got a new beach coming? You got a new beach coming? Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy.
This is gonna get dusty. No snow to do it in, so we'll do it on this coconut mesh wrap erosion control thing. Oh, Rex, that is kind of close there. What was that? Steve, you don't know what just happened, do you? That was kind of rude. 1 o'clock. Technically cold air advection, but not that cold. 67 degrees. T-Rex, where you going? Just want to look at this huge barge going by. Very impressive. All still moving dirt uphill for us. Sound system around, that's pretty cool. I get a copyright, I'm gonna keep moving. Trees are less green as you go south. First to fall off, last to come on. T-Rex going to Cape Cod for the weekend. Yeah, how about a weekend on Cape Cod, T-Rex, for you? Do you know that the herring run through the canal also? They're running good right now. That means the striped bass are here any minute. Now, how many stores have a view like this? I mean that. This used to be a destination. Remember Christmas tree shop for bass? Remember Van something? Kind of sad. Online taking over the world. Outdoor living now. And there goes T-Rex and Larissa. T-Rex is in the back seat. See you in a few days. Have fun on Cape Cod. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty. Kind of actually working here, Mitt. You know, as much as I'd like to hang out right now. It is gorgeous. We should be outside, 70 degrees, but I do have some work to do. Now that you know where Rex is, happy with Anna and the neighborhood on South Dennis Bass River Beauty. It's just me and Steve to close out the Inmore for today. The sun hits the back of the thermometer, 70, but it feels cooler than that. So there's a little chill in the air, a little radiational cooling last night. Maybe a couple frosty spots here and there. Yeah, we're getting on a jet plane, headed south. Oh, nice grooming job, guys. Right up to the edge today. Appreciate that. So we have a time lapse. Oh, there's a sundog. So with the time lapse, note the sundog on the right at the end of the day from Weymouth. It's a beauty. Sorry, it's kind of windy. The cool air came in, and just as quickly it's going out. These are warm air advection clouds racing right back in. Look at how fast they're moving. Almost worthy of a time lapse. Looks like he's on the prowl. Mitt might try and come out here. Did I tell you where we were going? Fancy hats, mint juleps, a muddy racetrack. Is the forecast where we're going. I'll try and keep doing the updates. Out a different door. More and more and more. And the planes are taking off toward the east. So that's a development. Landing toward the east. And passing above the crescent moon. Thanks for watching.